Hey everyone, this is Brian and Josh from the Tennis IQ podcast. We've got a bit of a special announcement, special sort of segment here today because we are expanding some of the benefits and support packages that we have with the Tennis IQ podcast. And we just wanted to go over those with all of you. And of course, we appreciate your listenership and participation in the podcast. So, Josh, let's start talking about what we want to do going forward with how we provide some benefits to our supporters, to our listeners, and some of the timelines around this, et cetera. So, maybe you can kind of help us begin with understanding what are the new benefits to listening to the Tennis IQ podcast.
Absolutely. And we've had people who have supported up to this point and really have appreciated that. And yeah, we're very excited to announce some of these new benefits. And this has been a long time coming. And yeah, just very excited to be announcing this and excited to see how we take this next step with some of our listeners. So in terms of some of those benefits, we're offering transcripts for all episodes. So that will start in April 2023. So we'll put this episode out and people can listen to it. And starting in, all episodes released in the beginning of April, you'll start releasing those transcripts. You'll start receiving those transcripts, and then as time permits, we'll go back to some of our more popular episodes and release some of the transcripts for those for our for the patrons as well.
And we've had a lot of requests over the last few months for some stuff in the transcripts, and I think that will be really helpful to so people can find maybe more interesting topics within the discussion that they wanted to go back to. The next benefit that we're going to provide is having a quarterly book club discussion. This will begin sometime in June, and Josh and I will pick books that are relevant to tennis, sports psychology, maybe sports science, probably some things that we're reading or have read quite a bit. And this will be a way for all of us to get together on Zoom and we can all interact and talk about a particular book and also help to put it in context of your own tennis career and some of the things that you're experiencing. Both Josh and I are big readers and learners, so we figured this would be a great way to kind of just be on the cutting edge with all of you in terms of what we're currently consuming and putting into our own practices and helping all of you to do the same. So the first one with that will come in June. We'll make an announcement sometime in April as to which book we'll be reviewing at that time. And as I said, this will be done via Zoom where you can all get together with us.
Yeah, and we've discussed a number of episodes, or a number of books in some of our past episodes, and have received some positive feedback. And I know from some of our listeners who have listened to some of the books that we've talked about, and have also mentioned certain books that have been really impactful to them. So really excited to have this opportunity to be on Zoom, be able to talk through some of these books, and it's an opportunity also for people to learn from each other, which I think is nice about creating that sort of shared environment on Zoom where people can all talk, discuss, share their input, that sort of thing. And that brings us to an additional benefit, which is our masterclass. So this is something I know we've discussed a lot about, and we're really excited to announce as well. So we're going to be offering monthly in-depth masterclasses on a number of different topics relating to sports psychology and the mental side of tennis. These will give people the opportunity to interact with us, ask us questions, and also interact with each other. I know I can speak from personal experience that, when I've had similar types of things, both in person and on Zoom, it's been a nice opportunity for people to learn from the content, certainly. And, each masterclass will have a specific theme, specific content that will be covered in that month. But also, as much or maybe even more, really the opportunity to learn from fellow people in the community, fellow people that are really into tennis, really into their game, really take the mental side of the game seriously. So I know we're really excited to be offering that as well.
Yeah, and we've done a few of those together different conferences and things like that, Josh, and they've always been really well received, and I'm sure that that will be here as well. And so we'll start with that at the end of April. We'll be conducting our first masterclass, and we'll be obviously publicizing the topics for this, and we'll mention how we'll do all that. So let's talk about a new support structure that we're going to be implementing beginning in April. So currently we have two tiers of support on Patreon, a $3 per month tier and a $7 per month tier. And of course, we are super thankful to everybody who has been contributing at those levels, as well as just for listening, period. You guys have really helped us continue this project. But we're going to add a new tier for $20 per month. And so what we wanted to do is explain a little bit of what these tiers are and what the certain benefits are to being a part of each one.
Yeah, so in terms of these tiers, we're going to have three levels. The first one is going to be our fan level, which is $3 per month. Second tier is going to be our supporter level, which is $7 per month. And then our third tier is going to be our champion level, which will be $20 per month. Brian, do you want to lay out a little bit about some of these tiers and what's offered?
Sure. Yeah. So the fan level will have access to all the episode transcripts. So at the $3 per month level. Um, the supporter level will have access to transcripts. We'll be able to attend the quarterly book discussion, and we'll get two of the master classes per year. So we'll be doing the monthly, but they will get two a year, and we will select which ones those are and publicize that. And then the champion level has access to all of the other benefits as well as the monthly master classes. So in essence, you're getting all these benefits plus one master class a month, which is probably going to be an hour plus of in-depth material. So at $20 a month, that's what you would get for that. In terms of the master class for April, because we want to highlight the benefit of that. So that masterclass is going to actually be open to all the tiers and actually all listeners. So that will be a completely open and public masterclass that we'll do, and then beginning in May, we'll go back to the support model.
Absolutely, and I think one thing that's important to note also about both the master classes and the book club, we understand that people that listen come from different time zones, different parts of the U.S., some international listeners. So whoever supports will have access to the recording. So each both book club and master class will be recorded. We're figuring out exactly the logistics, maybe a private YouTube link, something like that, and that'll be sent to whoever's part of that support community. So you don't have to worry that okay, maybe I won't be able to attend every single one of these master classes or book clubs. You can still be a part of it through that recording, and then hopefully you can attend the next one.
Yeah, and we'll be posting the links for all of these things on Patreon as well as other social channels so that you'll be able to find all of this. And also for the first book club discussion in June, that will also be open to everyone. So all of the tiers, and really we'll make that one a public one. So just to try to give people a taste of some of the content, again, that we can provide through our community here and through the Tennis IQ podcast itself. And so, we'll be posting all of that stuff and directing you guys more to our Patreon page, kind of as a landing page for finding out more news and information about the podcast. So I don't know, Josh, I'm really excited about this and, all of the things that we're working on here. And of course, very grateful to all the listeners and supporters for being on this journey with us. Any last words for people?
Yeah, I mean, I think the only things that really come to mind are, again, yeah, really, we really appreciate everyone who's listened up to this point, everyone who's maybe told a friend about it or a teammate about the podcast as well, and also the people that have listened, or the people that have supported. And I know we're going to be reaching out to those individuals about this program and about maybe some additional perks that they'll receive for, supporting up to this point. And yeah, the other thing about it is, it's not a long commitment, right? You can become a supporter, and it's a month by month thing. You can always stop at any point. But yeah, we really appreciate everyone who's listened and supported up to this point. I think I speak for both of us when I say that when we started this in July of 2020, we maybe couldn't have imagined really the way that this has grown and blossomed, and I think it's been really really a special project and very exciting for both of us, and yeah, really excited to take this next step with you. And to have people really be a part of the community, and learn from each other, and be involved in yeah, you know taking your tennis game to the next level, and really understanding the mental game, and valuing that. So yeah, just really excited about this next step.
So thanks for listening to this special announcement, and we look forward to communicating with you on these benefits going forward. And we hope to see you or talk to you in our next episode. Thank you.